What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, I've been trying my butt off. I promise you, I've been trying my butt off to get out different content for different games because there's so many things I want to discuss. World War III, Battlefield 2042, the Gears of War movie. There's so many things that I personally am interested in that I love making content about. But I swear, every time I open up Twitter, every day there is something new that has come out, more information about Modern Warfare 2 that I just can't simply wrap my mind around. It blows me away every single day that passes by. So, of course, you guys already know that this video is definitely going to go ahead and be a spicy one. But ladies and gentlemen, before we hop into the topic, if you do want to go ahead and support the channel and you enjoy the commentaries over here, then by all means, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to go ahead and grind up to 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and we have been flying. Like I said, we just hit 40K, a few days ago? And I think we're almost 300 plus up. I mean, that's just insane. So guys, again, thank you for all the support. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the content. Like I said, obviously, I don't want you just to subscribe to help the goal. I want you guys to subscribe if you enjoy what you hear. That's the only reason I would want you guys to subscribe. So of course, thank you. I'm glad you all are enjoying what you're hearing, and we're going to keep on pumping. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not only did I go back to some of the classic CODs like Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 to try to get some OG gameplay, I also went back and played some Black Ops 4 because I thought this game would be a perfect example for today's topic. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something that I think a lot of us know and we all agree on when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. Just the speed of the game itself is really rough. Now, we can argue about many reasons on why the speed sucks. You know, a lot of people don't like the movement. I personally think the movement isn't too shabby. I like being able to dolphin dive. I like not being able to, slide cancel. I think that your typical sprint speed isn't too shabby. But one of the main reasons that I think the movement is so slow, and again, like I said, I think we all can really agree on this, is a lot of reasons. First off, we don't have any perks that will allow you to pick up the pace of your character a bit more, anything like lightweight or something of that sort. All the attachments completely nerf your gun to the dirt when it comes to any ADS speeds. I mean, with all honesty, the best thing that you could do is strip your gun of all attachments, maybe put on a red dot and call it quits. Because every other attachment you put on, including the red dot, is going to make your gun turn into a slug. It's going to slow you down tremendously. And the base sprint to fire speeds are horrendous in Modern Warfare 2. They are disgusting. For me personally, those are the reasons. And I know a lot of people are saying that the movement is really slow because slide canceling isn't in the game. But, back in the day, we didn't have slide canceling with Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, or Modern Warfare 3. And those games were pretty darn quick. They were slower than a Treyarch game, but they were pretty darn quick. And it's because of those reasons. You had better sprint to fire speeds. The attachments didn't weigh down your gun. And at the same exact time, you had perks to help you improve your speeds and improve your overall gameplay. You had lightweight and all that stuff back in the day. Modern Warfare 3 came out, and you have the specialist pack where you can get all the perks in the game. There's always a way for a running gunner to enjoy the experience. Modern Warfare 2, there is not. But surprising enough, the community found a way to make Modern Warfare 2 a little bit quicker. As you can see here, Exclusive Ace apparently found it out, and he said, make videos discussing various bugs and clear issues that the community agrees have a negative impact on the gameplay. Silence for months. He's talking about the developers. Absolute silence for months, not a single word. Make a video about something that allows for more playstyle variety with a generally positive community reaction. Patched within 48 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, Exclusive Ace found a way to basically quicken up the sprint to fire speeds. Again, if it's a glitch, if it's a bug, who cares? The sprint to fire speeds suck in this game. So any improvements to it, the community is going to like. Because obviously the developers aren't going to do it. I mean, we've been begging for it since day one. They never did anything. But like I said, well, not like I said, like he said, Exclusive Ace has made so many videos, including all of us in the community, about the things that the community hates and we want to see changed to make Modern Warfare 2 into an actual banging title. Because again, the potential's there. Just like with Modern Warfare 2019, the potential is there. There are a few steps from victory, but again, the ego holds them back every single time. But of course, like I was saying, Exclusive Ace makes tons of videos like that, not a single response. He literally makes a video on how to improve your enjoyment with the game by giving you better sprint to fire speeds. And literally in 48 hours, I'm going to show you right here, they already have it patched up. Literally in 48 hours. Again, we've been begging for months and months and months and months and months for tons of additions that would help out this game, and not a single word. But 48 hours after Exclusive Ace tries to help the community, they have already fixed the issue. They have already patched it. I just don't simply understand. I truthfully don't. We don't get any word from these developers. And I've been really trying to just put all the blame on Activision. I've been giving these devs so much props, honestly. I have. And then they do stuff like this. And it makes me think, no, it can't just be Activision holding them back from doing it. It's the developers. It is the developers. Even if it's just the head devs who won't allow anybody else to do anything else besides their vision, it is the developers. They can change the minimap. They can give us a ninja perk or a dead silence perk. They can fix the ghost perk to make it actually work how it should. They can do everything in this game if they wanted to, but they don't. They pick and choose. And the second the community finds something that goes against Infinity Ward's egotistical, just maniac design decisions, they automatically change it in a blink of an eye. The ego, ladies and gentlemen, the ego. Can we all say it together? Can we all say it together? Because that is what's going on here. It is the ego. They have such a huge ego that literally their vision is the only vision. And every other Call of Duty player, even though the game is dying, our opinions are jack crap. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't. Everything we say doesn't mean anything. I've been trying to stay calm. I really have. I've been trying to, be more positive. But man, this stuff is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's literally a slap in the face. If this isn't a slap in the face to you, then I don't know what is. I mean, we have specifically, vocally said all the problems for 3 to 4 years now. They ignore everything. And then one thing that we find out how to change, that we've been begging for all these years, the one thing that we find to change, they patch it up in a heartbeat. It's already gone. It's already out. I mean, to be completely honest with you guys, I personally believe that this is why we just never see mod support in recent Call of Duty games. It's not like Black Ops 3 or whatever, where we get tons of mod support. Call of Duty 4, all those OG titles. You can mod it up, you can do crazy things, make your own custom maps, so on and so forth. The reason I don't think we have those fancy tools current date, there's no excuse for it either, because other games have it. Fortnite Creative 2.0, Halo has Forge. I'm sure a bunch of other games are going to be, developing things like that. Even Battlefield has Portal, which is very bare bone, but I guarantee if EA actually puts, or, allows DICE to put in work for it, it'll be something really good. Allowing the community to work in the game is something that can help, but at the same time, their egos are so absurd that if the community made something better than the developers, they can't handle it. And this is live proof right here. The community found something that is better than what the developers are willing to put out, or, that they're refusing to put out. They didn't like it. It went against their plan on how they want the game to play. They nerf it instantly. 48 hours. That's wild. It's insane. And again, it's another reason why I wanted to showcase this game right here for you guys, Black Ops 4, because this game might be one of the most fast-paced, boots-on-the-ground titles we have ever played. But even looking at something like this, this light machine gun here, an LMG, I can still maneuver, I can still push, I can still engage, I can still ADS, I can still get into gunfights. I don't have to play like a coward. And this is an extreme example because, like I said, Black Ops 4 is the fastest boots-on-the-ground title we've ever had. So, it's hard to compare something like this to even like a OG COD game, even like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War. This is far more fast-paced than any Treyarch game that we've ever had. So, it's a little far-fetched, but the community loved it, and they loved it for a reason. I'm telling you, that is why. You could move in Black Ops 4. You can move. Even if they remove the minimap, and there's no red dots, and they, they did so many different things that, like what Infinity Ward's doing right now with Modern Warfare 2, I guarantee you, just because how people can play, if you want to play aggressive, you can do so. The minimaps, they do get tedious from time to time, but seriously, what really holds people back from being aggressive is not just finding where campers are, hiding at with the minimap, because it is tedious, but let's be real here. If you got good enough map knowledge, you'll be able to find the enemy sooner or later. The real problem is just the base speeds of your character, sprint to fire time, the actual attachments on your weapon, so on and so forth. That is what slows you down. And this is proof enough, and the love for this game is proof enough, that simply not restricting your ADS speeds or your sprint to fire speeds is not a bad thing. You might not have to, run as fast as you do in Black Ops 4 because, you're hauling ass. You really are. Your run speeds, your sprint speeds are insane in this game. You don't have to run as fast, but just simply allowing you to handle your weapon without it turning into just a piece of turd, That is a game changer for a lot of players, and that will improve everybody's experience. But again, their egos are too large. The possibility of them ever, mellowing out their egos to listen to the community is next to nothing. And I'm not getting my expectations up. I'm not getting my hopes up. I really am not. I don't think that they will ever listen. Infinity Ward went from one of my favorite teams and still could have the potential to be one of my favorite teams, but they're throwing it away. Honestly, they already have thrown it away. There's no redemption from this ego unless the head devs are replaced by someone else. Then there's a possibility that we can give them another chance because it's going to be someone else at the head. Maybe they'll be different. But as long as they have the same developers that are working, the head devs, not, all the other ones, the head devs, as long as you have all the head devs who are working there right now, or whoever's in control, even the suits at Activision, whoever's controlling what's going on here, needs to be rearranged before I can actually consider Infinity Ward, a good team again. And I know that's still rough because they had Ghost, they have Infinite Warfare. I enjoy those games, I'll be honest. I never minded Infinity Ward style. Again, I always accepted that they were a more casual team. They make really, crazy, in-depth maps. They've always been a little bit more slowed down than a typical Treyarch game, but it's never been this bad. Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 have just blown me away, especially with their ego on how they handle things. And there's absolutely, at this point, in my opinion, no returning from what they have done. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor. Go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below on how you feel about this overall topic. Do you think Infinity Ward is in the clear here? Do you think that they should be able to go ahead and, nerf these things and keep their vision completely alive? Or do you think this just is insane like I do? Because I have to be honest, I respect everybody's opinions. I do. And no opinion is wrong. But I hate their ego. I really do, and I hate the fact that the community means nothing to them, and everything that we want to see changed, even when we can change it, they will either ignore it or completely change it back. They'll revert it in a heartbeat if it goes against what their vision was for this title. And I get it, it's their artistic vision. It's their game. It's understandable. But when you go into game development, game design, you're making these products. Yeah, you could start off with your vision, but when it's out, the product is in the hands of the consumer. You have now fans, you have a community, you have people who enjoy the product, and you have to start molding the game to build a community around it. That's how a ton of these franchises out there have thrived on and on and on and on because they listen. Even games that just make one game. Look at like Rainbow, for example. They've had their fair share of problems, let's be real. They still do have a fair share of problems, but they listen enough that the community is still solid enough. People play the game, it's still relevant enough. It's still something. They're still pumping out content for it till this current date. CSGO. Oh my goodness. The game just gets millions of players constantly. It's been out for ages. There's reasons why these games are able to do that. There's reasons. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, this too. We do so have a Twitter and Discord. Both link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link this in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.